Good afternoon. I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. The Labor Department is urging employers to extend leave credits for workers under COVID-19 isolation and quarantine. To tell us more, we have Maricel Halili joining us live from Mandaluyong City. Mase, hi. Does this also apply to businesses regardless of size? Does this apply across the board? And just to make it clear for everybody, this is just an advisory, meaning it is advice and not mandatory.
That's right, Sean. Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello explained earlier that they have issued a memorandum urging big companies, specifically big companies, to extend the leave credits of their employees who will be experiencing COVID symptoms. This is to give them enough time to recover from the virus. But their target, of course, are the big companies because these are capable of giving extended leave credits. It will also depend on that particular company, how long will be the extension that they will give to their employees. But this is not mandatory. They are just asking the big companies if it is possible for them to give extension to their employees.
Right. The no vaccine, no ride policy kicked off yesterday with, of course, very mixed reactions. Did Labor Secretary Bello clarify whether or not there are exemptions to this rule, and how do you go about it if you are exempted?
Yes, Sean. Secretary Bello clarified that all workers are exempted from the no vaccine, no ride policy, which was imposed by the Department of Transportation starting yesterday. He clarified that all workers must only bring their company IDs to prove to the enforcers that they will be going to their offices, to their workplaces to earn money. Considering that this is essential, they must be exempted from this particular policy. But Secretary Bello admitted that they need more information drive to also inform the enforcers that workers are exempted from this policy.
Right, and how many workers were displaced because of the shift back to alert level 3? Do we have any numbers?
Well, so far, Sean, Secretary Bello said that it's a good news that the number of workers affected by the imposition of alert level 3 is much lesser as compared to the expectation of the Trade Department. Prior to the interview of Secretary Bello, Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez said that it is possible that about 100 to 200 workers will be affected because of the alert level 3 in Metro Manila and other provinces. But earlier, Secretary Bello said that so far, there are more than 11,000 workers affected by the imposition of the alert level 3.
All right, pharmacies are also now being authorized to administer vaccines. How will this work, and when will it start? When can we go to a drugstore and get vaccinated over there?
That's right, Sean. Secretary Nograles clarified during his press briefing earlier that the target in this particular vaccination drive are those individuals who need to get booster shots. But for the pilot run, which will start on Thursday, only 7 pharmacies will be included in this program. 500 doses per week will be allotted in each pharmacy. But after the pilot test, maybe there's a chance that they will expand the program and encourage more pharmacies to be part of this vaccination drive.
All right. Now, what is the government's target then in terms of vaccinating the country's entire adult population? Have they made any adjustments to the current benchmarks?
So far, Sean, Secretary Galvez reported that the government has already vaccinated about 54 million adult population. Our target is to reach 90 million by second quarter of this year, or at least 77 million by first quarter or before the national election in May.
And now even the President Duterte, has gotten his booster shot against COVID-19. We know he got 2 doses of Sinopharm in the past. What booster did he get?
Well, if we base it on his statement probably about a week ago during his talk to the people, President Duterte mentioned in passing that he also got his booster shot, same brand, Sinopharm. And this has been confirmed by Secretary Nograles. He reiterated this statement or this message earlier during his press briefing in Malacanang. He said that President Duterte got his booster shot, also Sinopharm, but they are still waiting for the guidelines of the Department of Health for what particular brand must be used as booster shots for those individuals who got Sinopharm for their first and second doses.
All right. Thank you so much for all those updates and stay safe. Maricel Halili reporting to us live from Mandaluyong City. The Health Department clarifies that the country can conduct up to 90,000
Thank you.
PCR tests per day. This comes on the back of concerns from experts that the country could be hitting its testing capacity. DOH spokesperson Maria Rosario Vergeres said the Philippines currently averages 80,000 tests per day. The rise in testing demand has prompted the DOH to issue a new policy prioritizing the vulnerable in testing.
Po kasing challenge ngayon really was the steep rise in the number of cases. A lot of people were getting sick. A lot of people were panicking. They were flocking the laboratories.
The DOH is also planning to monitor positive cases determined through antigen testing. Vergeres said they plan to open up a 24/7 chat box where patients can voluntarily report the results of their antigen tests.
Na-explore natin na baka pwedeng ikiin ng ating mga citizens yung paggamit nila ng antigen at least we can get the sense no kung ilan po yung mga numero na gumagamit nitong antigen. Kapag prepare na ho kami ng instructional materials para sa ating mga citizens sa bahay kasi baka magkaroon ng misuse.
And the Comelec is all set to start printing ballots for the upcoming national and local elections. Let's get the details from Dale De Vera, who is joining us live from Mandaluyong City. Dale, hi, good afternoon. What's the latest on the ballots?
So earlier today, the poll body had held a virtual walkthrough at the National Printing Office where the ballots will be printed. This came a day after the completion of ballot faces, which will bear the name of the candidates. Recall that the Comelec had been previously targeting to start the printing last January 12th. Ballots for overseas absentee voters will be printed starting tomorrow. As for the local polls, the printing will start on January 20. Around 67.4 million ballots will be printed, 1.6 million of which are for overseas voters. The basement of the NPO has already been secured as it is the location where the printing will be done. So far, there are 10 candidates for president, 9 for vice president, 64 for senator, and 177 for party list. Ballots will have different sizes depending on the location. BARMM or BARM ballots for one are 30 inches long, while those for other regions measure 26 inches. So the Comelec says the ballots will still look the same as it were in the previous elections. The front part will have the names of the candidates for the local and national positions, while the list of party list groups will be at the back. Sean?
Thank you so much for those updates, Dale De Vera, reporting to us live from Mandaluyong City. Stay safe, Dale. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. China will be donating another 800 million pesos to the Philippines for the reconstruction efforts after the onslaught of Typhoon Odette. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi hopes that the new grant will help boost recovery in typhoon-hit areas. PUV drivers caught violating the no vaccine, no ride policy will now receive tickets on the second day of implementation. Meanwhile, unvaccinated passengers will either be escorted to vaccination sites to get their shots, or they will be asked to go home. Violators were only given warnings on Monday, which was day one of the new transport policy. The House of Representatives has suspended its plenary sessions for the week amid the continuing surge in COVID-19 cases. 70 House members and employees have contracted the coronavirus, while many others have been exposed and are under quarantine. The lower house will resume sessions on January 24. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.